Hello, and welcome back to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right can actually see John Cena, Joe Venuto.
I don't know how to respond to that. Welcome back to part 2 of the 5th edition Wrestling in Mom's Basement podcast. This week we're covering last week's news and a lot of news that came out today as well. So let's get to it with one of the 4 horsewomen of WWE, Bayley. Vince was upset with Bayley's reaction on Raw last week in Toronto, where she got booed and Bayley got kind of bitchy and also yelled at the crowd for booing her. I'm not really sure why Vince is surprised by this.
I think it's just the way of the booking team not taking responsibility for their lack of work.
Everybody knows Bayley was going to be screwed on Raw.
Yes.
From the moment she won the women's title, and it ended Charlotte's pay-per-view streak that fastly by underhanded tactics. That her injury, from my understanding, at earliest is out from November, but could be as late as till WrestleMania itself, and might miss all 4 big pay-per-views in the schedule. Well, we'll definitely miss SummerSlam and could easily miss the other 3 as well. She needed something to take her off TV though, right now.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it had to be an injury.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see anybody get injured, especially a performer in the ring.
Right.
But this actually may end up helping her in a way that it may make the absence of her grow, absence makes the heart grow fonder, so.
Yeah.
Let's hope that, that theory actually works for Bayley. But again, it does suck that someone's out with an injury.
Now, this might put a wrench into the plans for the rumored 4 horsewoman versus 4 horsewoman match, because I'm not sure when that's supposed to be. It sounds like a Survivor Series type match, but to me, it feels like a WrestleMania type match though.
Yeah.
At the same time, so hopefully they could wait on that. But on that note, Ronda Rousey is been teasing a big announcement as of late on social media, but she had no scheduled UFC fights, even though she's still on a contract. But she's also been taking basic wrestling bumps with 205 Live superstar Brian Kendrick at his wrestling school, as well as fellow UFC 4 horsewoman Jessamine Duke.
Yeah.
Obviously Marina Schaefer's not taking no bumps yet. She just come up with having a baby a few months back.
Yeah.
But pretty sure hearing rumors about her now. But this is all signs are pointing to Ronda, the 4 horsewoman, coming into WWE all at one point or another.
That would be a very, very big thing, especially for Mania, where you would have the UFC or the MMA 4 horsewoman versus the WWE 4 horsewoman, or even they can even do Stephanie versus Ronda finally, because that was teased at WrestleMania 31. So obviously, it looks like Ronda is getting ready for her post-UFC stuff. But I know she's done a ton of movies.
Right.
Since she really came on the scene in UFC, and really have done even more since she's taken her first loss. So wrestling will probably actually help her extend her career a bit more.
Her next scheduled appearance is supposed to be at the Mae Young Classic on Mae Young Classic Finals on September 12th. No spoilers on who are in the finals, though I do know came across spoilers by accident. But I think it's kind of obvious. Always one woman who's in the finals.
Yes.
And
have you seen the parade?
Have you seen the parade? Then you know both women in the finals. Because the woman I was making obvious, why would Ronda be at the finals? Well, why would the 4 horsewomen be at the finals?
Just give it away, why don't you?
Well, it wasn't obvious. By the way, they are in Las Vegas for the finals. Why are they not at Full Sail? They're at the home of UFC. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
SmackDown's being taped before it, though.
Yes.
So I am a little worried about... Oh, SmackDown's not being taped first. SmackDown's there live. And then that's coming on either into 205 Live or 205 Live's being pushed back an hour. But all the shows are being filmed in the same arena.
Or 205 Live's being taped Monday.
Monday, yeah, that week. So, but they are in Las Vegas for a reason. The UFC. But I do not know who's in it. I'm not trying to tell you who's in it. I'm just telling you, watch the parade and think about why the 4 horsewomen will be there, and you will figure out what the following two are. But I'll give you a hint, it's Triple H and the UFC. There's a good chance they were always going to be the following two. And pretty much what I'm saying is, by next year, some point, looks like all 4 horsemen will be in WWE. Shane Blazer is in the Young Classic.
Yeah.
Ronda and Jessamine are training, and
Marina, I think, lives within the half hour of performance.
Right, so yeah.
I don't know exactly, but I'm just guessing because, Roddy's the performance center, so.
Right, and hopefully Billy's healed by that point from her injury that she can make it back on time for a match. The only thing I'm a little worried that match happens at WrestleMania. What happens to the women's championships?
Yes.
Asuka and Blank for 1 belt.
And Alexa versus
The other Blank
Yeah.
for the other belt. Or the worst case scenario is
Asuka versus Nikki, Alexa versus Nia.
I guess. Yeah, like, the only thing I'm worried about is the champs might actually be the 4 horsewomen, and there won't be there won't be 2 women's title matches on the card, and a whole bunch of women are going to stay out for part-time celebrities.
Yes.
Well, actually not part-time celebrities, but I guess superstars now come in. But it goes back to how many more times can you depend on the part-timers for WrestleMania. Now it's the women and the part-timers, not the men.
Yeah.
Speaking of injuries, Scott Dawson's bicep injury, luckily he's only off a minimal amount of time for November. Till November, or December rather, 4 months. Thing that sucks about that is, as mentioned on Raw tonight, Triangle told the Hard Boys backstage they're supposed to be the Hard Boys versus the Revival at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So the Revival, and plus another thing such as Dash just came back from injury, Revival finally picking up steam.
Mm-hmm.
Now Dawson's out. Not really sure where the Revival will go from there, because I'm saying at that point the Hardys are not together at that point. Obviously they're going to tag belts, but the injury just sucks for the Revival in general. Like, they're coming back from injury.
Apparently God's a Young Bucks fan. Who knew? Yeah, it's like, again, like I said with Bailey, that it's terrible for someone to go out, especially when the Revival were just off a break from an injury, and now they have to wait for Dawson to come back and actually get healed up. I think they're a very talented team, and I don't think that eventually the injuries won't bother them when they get rolling.
I just hope this doesn't put a stigma on them. This is what the phone was injured this time.
Yeah.
We've been seeing they both got injured within the same year of their debut on the main roster.
Yeah. Or one of them doesn't become Kurt Angle's son.
Right. Next story. Speaking of children wrestling, Miss Charlotte is being accused by GFW Women's Champion. At least she is Women's Champion. Bear with me here. I know GFW news. I don't know much about GFW product. Sienna, on stealing her gimmick of wearing makeup, wearing feathers in the ring, and doing the pinky taunt as in drinking tea. Literally, these are all the reasons. That was the news. That was the story.
Just because you wear something similar and may do similar things doesn't mean they're stealing.
And just to clarify, the peacock feathers is actually similar.
Yeah.
That's the one she's got.
Yeah.
That's it.
However, it's also like Charlotte imitating her father, because he had robes that were very feathery and very light, and Charlotte's also showing off putting the makeup on over her eyes.
Which every woman wears makeup. Flair.
Pun not intended. Flair. And the pink ton, I think, was just them doing the teeth thing. Yeah.
Which is their thing on social media. Not. They only did it once, I believe, on actual TV. Her and Bex.
Yeah.
Becky.
I think it's supposed to be something with truth bomb or not, or not saying what they actually mean.
As all us hip kids say.
One.
Talking the tea.
Yes.
I think I butchered that, but.
Yes.
Or that was some spilled tea.
Or it's Sienna trying to start an online feud. An online feud similar to the Young Bucks and the Revival.
Listen,
with Charlotte.
Sweetheart, Sienna, you can go in the ring. I think there's like 3 knockouts in GFW. So you can go, or wait, there's 4. You can go in the ring. If you're trying to get a job, just say it's for trying. If you're trying to get your name out there, there's probably no bigger women's wrestler out there right now anyway other than Charlotte. So if you're just being paid, honey, Charlotte's the one WWE, you're the one GFW. Not that matters what company you work for.
But you work for GFW.
If you work for ROH or New Japan, I'm not going to insult you. But
yeah, but you work for GFW.
Right. And we're boots on the ground. I won't insult you. But since you work for GFW,
you work for GFW.
Yeah.
First off, how was Charlotte supposed to copy off her? So she's accusing her of watching GFW.
Right, those people have to watch GFW to know.
To actually copy off of her?
Right.
Wow, we just buried GFW.
I wasn't trying to. Their talent makes it easy.
Or the lack thereof.
Right. And on top of that, though, I'm going to praise GFW now. Actually, this is one of the bigger stories, so I'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's about the rear. It's a weekly story. One half of Wrestle's favorite couple. GFW finally does something right for the first time since Dixie Carter took over TNA.
Yeah.
I missed the Dixie. I called it the Dixie,
You said the dick, then you went Dixie.
GFW's a bunch of dickheads. I miss Dixie, not the dickheads.
That stupid anthem now, man.
Fuck that. They suspended. Hold on. They been suspended Alberta, El Patron, but now one half of Wrestle's favorite couple has now been stripped of the title. And then in late news tonight during Raw, he put out that it was a mutual agreement because he wasn't a model citizen or something. I don't know.
That he was involved in a scandal.
There you go. He's on the right thing. The congratulations for finally doing the right thing. But it's like the same story for TNA or whoever they are this week. They always end up having to fix something that could easily have been solved a long time ago.
Yes. Yeah, they kind of waited a way too long. Maybe they waited until all their tapings were done with Dario with the belt. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly up to date on my GFW spoilers, or lack thereof. Because I don't really watch GFW, and I don't really pay attention to their spoilers. But maybe that was the delay. So they had very little time of Dario being.
I know that incident happened after.
Yeah. Of their shows with Dario with the belt, and then the shows with Dario not with the belt, where they can explain like, all right, he was finally stripped of it, and here's what they're doing to fill that position. Yeah, it should have been done a long time ago.
if I'm running that company, I won't somebody shoot me now. But if I ended up running that company, he would have been fired as soon as I see his name involved in the scandal. No matter if he was wrong. Apparently he didn't do nothing that day.
Yeah.
But they waited this long to remove him a month later.
Yeah.
For the scandal.
And I don't think they've waived the suspension yet.
No, they did not do that either. So congratulations, you're only half moronic for that. The other half of the one will make you fully competent. Will be if he's fired him too today.
Did their contest actually
No, we're still waiting
get a name for that owl?
No, we're still waiting for the name of the owl.
I wonder how many just fuck that's there were for the owl's name.
I think they need Dixie to come back to make the final decision.
There could be Dixie. There could
Rebby.
be fuck that. Could have been Rebby.
Yeah.
Could have been Senor Benjamin. They probably dropped that contest in all honesty. Because they got way too many of those.
Up next, somebody at GFW tried to sign because, well,
Why not?
it has a buy, so it's alive. So I might as well try to sign it. Adam Cole has officially signed with WWE. Now everybody knows that. Everybody knows what's coming.
The strange thing is that they were trying to sign him and he has no WWE experience.
Yeah, I know. Adam Cole's supposed to report to the performance. This news came out today. Adam Cole's supposed to report to the performance center this week at some point.
Yeah.
And his debu's been speculated for Saturday's takeover Brooklyn 3.
Adam Cole's actually one of my favorite guys that, well, I could say that was in the free agency or independent scene. I thought he was a good performer, and I think he's also a young performer too, where WWE can actually build him up, and I think he can also be the face of the brand as well. So I think it's a very smart pickup for WWE. And I really want to see what he does in the E, as it were.
I think it's a great pickup for WWE, and I expect him on the main roster and laying to WrestleMania 34.
That may be a little too soon.
Alright, 35. I will have him debut tonight at WrestleMania 33, but that's just... He was still under contract for it, she couldn't. So, but 34. Well, either night. I'm just letting you know right now. He loses the NXT Championship at WrestleMania at TakeOver New Orleans, and he debuts Monday or Tuesday after WrestleMania 34.
I do agree with you, he's main roster ready, but I don't think it's going to be that quick of a turnaround.
For some reason, I see him going to roll.
He's not like Bobby Roode or Shinsuke Nakamura, where they're older, almost reaching 40.
The man's an old
Bobby, who is 40.
The man's an old 29.
He's actually 28, I think.
The man's an old 28.
He's a young guy you want to keep down the Performance Center to actually have your trainees actually have someone relatable to learn to.
What if they can't learn within the next 6 months? That's their or not even 6 months. And
there really isn't a rush on him. I'm bringing him up because he actually is young.
Listen, you're gonna get this from me a lot. Anytime we talk anything I can see. Well, somebody should be on the main roster way sooner than they're actually going to come up. You're going to get this from me a lot.
Yeah,
if you want to know,
it's usually me trying to break him back down to earth.
If you want to know, Asuka should have been called up by now, since like last year's SummerSlam.
I thought she should have been called. I thought you thought she should have been called up after her first match in NXT.
I thought she should have been called up when she showed up at TakeOver Brooklyn 2 years ago. And I said, "Oh, there's Conan," and I never seen a Conan match.
Yeah. That's actually a true story.
Not
one of the facts I make up.
I feel like Ember should be called up too. Well, she's probably winning the title Saturday. So, alright, she may be called up into WrestleMania 34. In the first Superstar Shakeup.
Yeah.
She may. Okay. And Authors of Pain probably called up in the next Superstar Shakeup.
Yeah.
Authors of Pain Sanity, whoever loses. There's not much for Authors of Pain left to do. But you're going to get that a lot, and Adam Cole will be on the main roster.
Well, we could talk about more about call-ups for our Raw or SmackDown predictions after SummerSlam on Sunday.
We should probably do that then. I just call up the whole roster and send out all the crap on the main roster.
Where it's either call-ups or...
no, not demotions.
Call-ups, demotions, or...
No, call-ups are finally being used properly for the main roster people.
Yeah.
And out to the 4 big stories. Somebody I got called up this year, Nakamura, as you know, I beat John Cena last two Tuesdays ago now on Saturday Night Live. No contender to whip Jinder's ace on Sunday. No bias.
No bias whatsoever.
He was somebody I thought should be called up when he got signed. When the rumors of him coming out got signed on January 4th, 2016. That's a very important date in history. January 4th, just so you know. He didn't sign him. It was just, that was the day he handed in his resignation.
Yeah, that was the day that the rumors or the story came out that him, Anderson, Gallows, and AJ were all signed in.
Being playing NXT, I died though. Why? He had to get used to the American style. I got that. It's not like he went to TNA though and wither his career away. It had to be rebuilt like Snow Jam. But whatever, Nakamura finally made the main roster a year later. Maybe 6 months too late compared to when he showed up, but nevertheless he's there. But Vince was not angry at Nakamura, but he was, I feel like I'm going to cover this last week a little bit, but Vince was angry at Nakamura per se with the boss, with the back suplex on Cena's neck. Cena was angry at all, because you've seen that in the match, they literally mouth, I'm sorry by Nakamura, and don't apologize, don't be sorry by John Cena.
Yeah.
But Vince was putting Nakamura on warning, next big event, SummerSlam, if he pulls something like that, then there's going to be consequences. Vince get a life.
Yeah. Sorry, accidents happen. Didn't you push Sasha Banks as the face of a Raw woman? How many times has she botched in big matches?
My boss has never...
Well, actually, he still pushes Nia Jax. She broke Bayley and almost broke Charlotte's neck.
I don't know what he's talking about. My boss has never botched.
Yeah, where she almost scorpioned herself.
As long as you're not hurting other people. As long as you're not hurting other people.
I don't think anybody messed it up, but I think she hurt her back pretty bad in the Hell in a Cell when she got powerbombed from the table.
Listen, Sasha's a dedicated performer. She loves the business. Unlike most of the girls, unlike the champ, who can't tell which hard boys wish. As Sasha told us on the Great Balls of Fire World Talk thing. It's I swear I wanted to get into, but because it wasn't as important, there's legit beef there, and between Sasha and Blondie. I don't want to say Alexa, because Alexa will go off. So, I'm just saying that...
You said it twice.
Well...
She didn't react. I mean, you may have to say it 3 times. She may be like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Alexa. She just turned on and went off.
Yeah, you have to say it 3 times like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Or Bloody Mary.
So, I wasn't going to talk about this story, but now that we transitioned, Nakamura does nothing to be sorry for. Cena, actually, if anybody's at fault, because he took the move wrong. Because he never took the move wrong. And that's also their sorry about that. That's also their fault.
Spit in my arm.
And that's also their fault for not knowing they don't have no history together and putting them in a match on Fruit TV. That's also their fault.
Yes.
So, and now that we got into Alexa and Sasha anyway, I don't know what the beef is. All I know is Sasha doesn't think Alexa loves the business. Alexa don't know which hard boys wish. According to Sasha, wish, okay, I don't care if you're a fan or not, as long as you entertain me, that's why I like you. Alexa entertains me for the most part, so I do like her.
I'm not sure about that.
Apparently, I named too many times.
Apparently, Alexa isn't entertained by herself, though, because she's not too sure about that over here.
Yes.
But, with that being said, if you don't know which hard boys wish, you got a problem, sweetheart. But, so I disagree with Sasha there. I understand where Sasha's coming from, as a passionate wrestler fan. So, Bish is losing the belt on Sunday. There's nobody left for her to fight. There's nobody left for either to fight.
Yeah.
But Mickey and Emmett got time on Raw, but we'll cover that on Friday.
Yeah.
So who knows, maybe there might actually be a chance for Mickey to lose. Speaking of, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. Speaking of nothing.
What a segue.
Speaking of nothing that has to do with Sasha and Alexa. Oh, yes, on the topic of the Hard Boys, CM Punk. There you go. A very vague off topic, but at least it's history.
Yeah, that Jeff Hardy once feuded with CM Punk.
Right. We got from,
In a great feud, mind you, but...
we got from Jeff and Punk to from Alexa and Sasha. From Nakamura and Vince, old killer feuds throughout the years.
The best segue man in the business.
Thank you. JR will be proud of me. With those segues, right?
You're not as bad as Michael Cole, though.
Thank you. The Young Bucks, who are also great hardboy rivals, so there was a point somewhere.
Yeah, but you went with CM Punk instead of the Young Bucks.
I was just seeing the first word where it says Bucks, then Punk. The Bucks of Youth are,
The Bullet Club is making a shirt for Chicago that they tweeted to CM Punk
at some point in October,
who had very Chicago-inspired merchandise and T-shirts. They
best
tweeted
in the
that
world, and
they tweeted that to CM Punk to tease, hey, why don't you join? We already have merch made for you.
Listen, to everybody thinks this is a troll job. It is. But
it is, however,
the consistency that Punk's in the news is versus the Rio and Norman the Hardy's anthem lawsuit. For one side, it's on the news.
For CM Punk definitely not coming back to wrestling, there's an awful lot of talk about CM Punk in wrestling.
By the way, did anybody see the video 3 weeks ago on Kenny Omega's Twitter or Instagram, let's say Twitter, that one of his friends in those video game tournaments, he said, felt depressed because he lost, and Punk filmed a video for Kenny Omega, so they can start feel better. Yeah, I'm just saying. So Punk, with Punk's exact words over this year interview, he doesn't keep up with wrestling. Well, it seems like he actually does talk to people in the business.
Yeah. I know he does, and he does talk to the Young Bucks on Twitter.
Right.
And I think just about in every Q&A, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, the Elite, the Bullet Club they've done with together, I think in every single one they've mentioned they would love CM Punk and the Bullet Club.
And Hulk Hogan.
I would love to see it too, don't get me wrong.
Punk's going back to WWE after by WrestleMania 35. I said 35. I'm giving it over a year. Let me have one.
Alright, fine.
I make crazy predictions, but you can't tell me that one's not possible. By that point, Punk's going to be like 40.
I believe specifically Matt Jackson
it was Matt.
has told Punk that if he ever wants to get back into wrestling, let him be the first person to text, call, or tweet, or whatever.
They were trying to figure out what that was. That was a big text. Yeah.
Or randomly playing a video game out of nowhere and button mashing.
There you go.
You're holding it like a video game controller.
He's texting him. I like your color right away.
Thank you. So did Kenny Dykstra.
Right, that's what I was trying to get to. The reason I'm talking about that is because I have it in 2300 Arena, and in October, ROH is here. So this is just a message to ROH. If anybody from ROH is watching, they're not. Make sure Kenny Omega is in Philly.
Yes. Please. I don't think we're that far after Chicago, but please.
Right.
I would like to meet him. I would like to see him live.
Because everybody we meet in 2300 Arena eventually comes to WWE, just letting up.
That's true, actually.
Side note.
It's almost a weird consistency that people we meet in 2300 Arena eventually get signed by WWE.
Really not off topic, but side note, people we used to meet in the parking lot of the Wells Fargo Center, where WWE is held in Philly, used to leave.
Yeah, they used to get released.
For instance, Maria and Jeff, years later, made them in 2300 Arena.
They came back. Right.
Roger Strong is here. And Cole's on his way. Bobby Roode is here. Austin Aries came in left. We didn't make him leave.
No.
And other people are there. So what I'm saying is, for instance, Angelina Love I just met this past Saturday. She left GFW on Saturday.
Maybe Bubba Ray would come back too.
I just met him finally this Saturday too. Only one D-Von away, and I completed TLC 6.
Yes. Well, that was a nice tangent that went nowhere.
My point is,
That just proved to
I was
our
talking about how
YouTube
ROH
viewers that we are absolutely insane, or neurotic, or paranoia.
I was told about how ROH officials could be watching this. But one official who may be watching it is Shane McMahon. Is also in the news.
I don't think Shane McMahon's watching us.
He may not have a life, so who knows?
Well, he doesn't even watch Raw. I don't think he'd watch us. So.
We're better than Raw. I guess not. Our friend Shane McMahon, who watches this probably somewhere, and Kevin Owens as just about the feud. There's rumors of a Hell in a Cell match. Now there's rumors of a Team McMahon versus Team Owens match at Survivor Series. Personally, I'd rather see a one-on-one match at Survivor Series because I feel like that could be a big match for Survivor Series itself.
Yeah, I remember telling Joe that that's the match I wanted to see for Shane, just because Owens is a bit more hardcore. He's also a bigger guy that actually wrestles almost like a cruiserweight. So I think that he would actually be a great opponent for Shane, who apparently can have fantastic one-on-one normal matches too.
Right.
See his match with AJ at this year's WrestleMania. Yeah, so if you add a little bit of a hardcore aspect to it, I think that would be a great match to see.
Yeah. And yeah, I have nothing else there because I've heard it.
Yeah.
Would you do a Hell in a Cell or Survivor Series?
I'd do it at Survivor Series. I would say hold out for the bigger pay-per-view.
Okay.
And there's always talk of Survivor Series lacking something big.
Right.
And I think that could actually be the positive for it.
Before I get to the main story of the week, that was another thing too about hearing. I don't know what, but I think every match is scheduled to be Raw versus SmackDown too at Survivor Series. Don't ask me what that means.
So Survivor Series is quickly becoming the bragging rights.
Right, which bragging rights was anyway an extension of Survivor Series. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a 7-on-7 tag right before that multi-match pay-per-view.
Right. Okay.
Of 10-man tags.
Wait, actually, now that I think about it, last year, every match was Raw versus SmackDown. Besides Brock versus Goldberg.
Yes.
Yeah, just even the Intercontinental Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yes.
Were Raw versus SmackDown, so I'm not sure what that report's told about. I was just talking about that's going to be a yearly thing now.
Yeah.
Not sure what kind of storylines you come up with for the mid-card belts to be defended cross brands. Like, last year was clever, but I'm not sure how they could do it this time. But all the Survivor tags are supposed to be Raw versus SmackDown like last year. And then the big story of the week was started on Saturday night, and it's still going. And probably definitely be told about on Friday too, once you get more information. Ric Flair was hospitalized on Friday night, off of, I believe it was just a routine checkup on his heart. Saturday night rather. And then on last night, his agency play out, Legacy Entertainment play out that